Cafe Nina or Nina. Like that. So it's super cool to see that going up. There's going to be a little cafe right there now. They have some cool drinks and little pastries. And so I'm excited to see them opening up right next to us right here. 4 hours. All right. Edison said 4 hours, power will be back. Just got a message from my brother. What's up, Sharon? Shelly, welcome. So I was just talking about if any of you are on Instagram, that's a new business going up right next to us, and they're friends of ours, and it's called Just Cafe Nina or Nina, Nina, Just Cafe, like cafe Nina on Instagram, and their logo's getting painted up right now. They're in there. Uh, they got glass windows, glass doors up already. The last time I checked. And it's been an interesting start. Hopefully, all of you are nice and warm today. It's a warm one. It's a nice one out here. I won't talk about that too much because I know it's cold in a lot of other places right now. So hopefully, everyone is doing well. Yeah, hopefully, we get some of their traffic. So they're since they're serving coffee and like that's going to be big time morning traffic for them. And so that hopefully will boost up our morning traffic over here. You know, some people like their tobacco and coffee, or, you know, you might want to get a lighter or something. Or maybe you want to get a new hoodie or a skateboard. It's cold and raining here in Belgium. Wow. Well, hopefully you're nice and warm and toasty, Sharon. Thank you for hanging out with us. But if you notice, look, the lights are out there, our open sign and our little LED signs are. There's no power in the shop right now. But as I went live, I seen my brother had sent a message that popped up, and it says Edison, which is the power company out here, said power will be restored in 4 hours. So yeah, I was just kind of hanging outside for a bit because it's a little quiet inside. And then I thought I'd go live and say what's up and talk about a few things. I just seen some news out of San Francisco. Yes, watch out. There's my mug. Out of San Francisco, that a mountain lion was running around the city. They had a luckily they captured it. They had to tranquilize it, and hopefully it's getting moved to a happy new place. But whoa, that must have been scary, I think, and exciting too. It's good to see wildlife around, but yeah, we've been talking about the coyotes. We've been bringing up the mountain lions quite a bit. And we were talking about the bears. You know, we're always talking wildlife. Jackie the eagle, we were following her last year up here in Big Bear. She laid an egg. So it's a good thing to hear that as well. What's up, Roger? Welcome in. Let's see, 26 here in Illinois. Oh, Shelly, hopefully you're nice and warm and ready to go. Again, the critters, wildlife running out of room. Yeah, you know, that's what they say. But I wonder if maybe they're saying maybe that one got lost. They're thinking. I think I shared in the post section. So if anyone wants to check that out, we'll bring it up tonight too. As there's what up, General Sorrows? Salute to you. What up, Mike? In Ohio, and 16 in Ohio and dropping, man. Oh man, sending some heat vibes out your way, bro. Hopefully you're warm and prepared. I came prepared with an extra battery pack here since we don't have power, but luckily we'll have power later on today. And I was actually going to head home, but I was like, you know what the heck? We could still make some sales, and we have. And yeah, there's different ways of paying. So it was 40 last night, or last time you checked here, not last night, last time you checked in Kentucky. Wow, Val. Hope you're staying warm out there, Roger and Val. What else? Yeah, let's check them out. I don't know the name of the artist. I got to meet him, but and again, if anyone's on Instagram, Cafe or just Cafe Nina, I'll share a link later in the posts. Different ways of paying. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, well, you could pay cash, so we don't need the register for that. But usually, a lot of people use, the phone tap. We need the register for that. Cards, debit cards, credit cards. So just a heads up, if anyone is coming to the shop, but hopefully, 5 hours? We'll give Edison 5 hours. They'll be here hopefully in 4. You never know with them. You missed it, BD. So you met what? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So the owners are friends. They're friends of of ours. They're my brother's friends, and they worked something out because we got the Catalyst, which is next door. That's where we have our events, and it's up for you guys could rent out the space. Anyone could rent out the space, wanting to put an event together, whatever. But there was this space here which was empty for a long time, and we were able to get a hold of that. And so we worked out a deal with Just Cafe Nina, and now they're stepping in there, and they're going to be serving their drinks and pastries hopefully soon. And they're been getting a lot of work done. There's glass doors in there now. I haven't been able to peek lately, but the last time I checked, there was a lot of progress done there. So, yeah, so super cool for them and super cool. Just another business for us here, somewhere to get some munchies or a little. They do like matcha and obviously coffees and stuff like that. But let's see, let's run inside and have a look. And we did get a ATM machine back. The sticker's been up for a while. And it's actually holding up. I've shown this before. Look, there's a little. I got to tell you what that is. But anyway, the stickers here, people they've asked about ice, especially during the summer. And then we did have an ATM, but these stickers are holding the glass together. If we peel the stickers off, it'll shatter the glass, and we ain't got money for that right now. So we've kept that up, and yeah, so it's a little quiet. No TV, no Pac-Man right now, but yeah, no studio, unfortunately. And there is a recent report out of the Bigfoot mapping project. So hopefully later tonight, here it is, ATM machine again. So woohoo, come get your cash. Uh, yeah, people have been asking lately too. So I'm glad we got that back, and that always helps bring in some traffic. I mean, the last time we had it, uh, it didn't get used too much, but it's good to have that option. Luckily, the cooler's still cold. So what's up, Judy? Urso aloha. We have no power in the shop, but we are open. Uh yeah, that stays nice and cold. So that could probably stay like that for several days, I would imagine. But and actually I gotta get me a drink in a bit. Pretty thirsty. What else is going on? So yeah, there's a new Bigfoot report added to the Bigfoot mapping project. We'll get into that out of Oregon, so that's exciting. That's still home base. For now, there's been some, I haven't been back to Oregon in a long time, and it's probably going to still be a while. But maybe this year we might make it up that way. Fingers crossed. But Bigfoot Fade's awesome show last night, and she's Oregonian. She's our Oregon plug for Bigfoot stuff, and she's in the hot seat and had a guest last night. Who was it? It's North. Is it North? Oh man, I'm gonna get it wrong. Something Yeti. Anyway, it was a good interview, and I found his channel recently too. He actually went out with a brother with dreads too. I was happy to see that. But yeah, they were getting rained on, and he stuck it out. It was good. It's good to see some brothers out there doing some squatching. So it's not too many of us. Joe Rogan likes to make fun of that. Jogan. Uh, yeah. So hopefully tonight we'll stream and read that report, and we'll pull up some. So it's out of Marion County, Oregon. So anyone familiar with Marion County? I'm not. I'm more like what it was Jackson County we were in, and I know a few other counties, but I know Clackamas, and I think that's where Bigfoot Fades is at. That's where they get the most reports. Um, but Marion County, we'll be getting into it, and I pulled up a few other reports from the county. And if you got any reports from there, look, you know what? Let me see. Can I do this? Can I chat in here? I should be able to. I was gonna post a link in the chat to see if anyone wanted to jump on. Let's see, how do I do that? Can I do that? So I could tap the link and send it to someone, but I'm trying to put it in the chat. Maybe you can't do that. Trying to figure it out. Yeah, I've been playing with a few little things with the live. There's, they they have the filters and stuff, so I could pull that up. I could do the cat eyes. We could go thermal, spiralize. I don't want to make y'all dizzy. Yeah, we won't play with that stuff. But yeah, so we'll get those. Hopefully, those reports in, and it's like 99.9999% that we will. There's always got to leave that little slight bit of percentage of something always happening, and something always does happen. So you never know, and it might be late night. So should be home by like 8, unless something weird pops up. We'll get set up and get going with that. And we'll throw in an invite link if anyone wants to jump on the stream with me, help me read some of the reports, or you want to share one of your encounters, or just share some information. Then yeah, let's see, Shelly. Me either. I have to catch the replay on that. Let's see. Haven't caught one yet. What? Oh, Bigfoot Fades. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Check out. They're worth the. She did a couple of interviews. We did a random interview. Her and I just. She had jumped on one of my streams, and right after that, she hit me up and she was like, "Hey, you want to jump live?" Because we're having audio issues on my stream, and she invited me to hers, which was super cool. And yeah, we got into a few things there, stuff maybe you've already heard from me, but yeah, that was what was popping with Bigfoot Fades. And then yeah, she's had a couple other people on recently, and hopefully we'll link up and do more of those streams again. So yeah, so I'm trying to figure out. Let's see, how could I get into the chat? I should be able to type in the chat, right? Let's see. Is it here? Hmm. Anyway, yeah, I'll try to figure that out. I was gonna give an invite. What up, Magneticus? Just right here, chopping it up at the shop. We have no power until later today. It's a little breezy out there, so heads up. Uh, if you're in the area, might be really breezy up in the mountains. I would imagine. The TBD again. You are good at this. Keep it going. You flow. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, sometimes when I feel it a lot more. I would go on live a lot more, but can't put everything on blast, right? So, but yeah, no, I used to be known as the guy who doesn't show his face on camera, so that's funny. So I had to change that. And I'm just trying to keep in mind what else. So we talked about the mountain lion running around San Francisco. We'll get into that wildlife. Oh, we'll get into maybe some South American. I pulled up some South American Bigfoot reports. We could get into some of the Oregon stuff and then maybe go down south and check some of that stuff out, which is interesting because I've always been fascinated by like the Amazon, of course, South America, and a lot of reports out of the Andes too. More of like, you get those giants that we're hearing a lot more about. So y'all could get a generator for backup power. Yes. Yeah, that's really, I think we do have actually a generator, but I think might be over at mom's crib. But yeah, the family does have one out here just in case. And I have an extra battery pack that I just carry with me. What up, dead fish? In case I need to charge whatever. And so if my phone gets a little low later, we're already dropped down to 88%. We're up in the 90s a little while ago. But yeah, we'll charge up. And yeah, I carry a lot of my gear with me, even the thermal stuff, in case they ever cut the lights uh, on the grid out here. They ever cut the grid off, and we need to, I need to therm my way back somewhere. I got that going. And just a reminder, keep your stuff charged, folks, your batteries while you can. So yeah, I do every so often. I've been getting in the habit of also charging all my gear, the night vision, whatever little gadgets I got to go out squatching or whatever. Just making sure all that stuff's charged up. And be careful when you charge those things too, because we've talked about, yeah, sometimes you put your batteries, and I think Alex Pedikov taught me about flipping the batteries over until you're ready to use whatever, because sometimes you pack your stuff and it's all packed, and they could turn your gadgets on, and you think you got a full charge, but really, it was 13 degrees last night. Whoops. I'm spitting while I'm talking. Wow, that's cold. Yeah, we don't know that type, especially SoCal. I've got to learn up in NorCal. We'd get snow up that way too. Not too heavy. Our elevation wasn't too high, but even here, actually, there's mountain folks here. I keep forgetting. We got these mountains right behind us here, and those elevations get high up there. So I'm sure there's yeah, you can see snow on some of the mountaintops. Actually, on my way here to the shop, I could see the San Gabriels, and that's the mountain range here. And there's actually snow on the tips of them. Uh, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty nice sight to see, especially when you're in the concrete jungle here. Was cold in NC2. Whoa, are you in NC Urso? I thought you were out in the islands, brother. Yeah, if you're NC Urso, did you catch the North Carolina? And I'm taking that as North Carolina. We did some Bigfoot reports from North Carolina just the other day. So if you're interested, anyone, and I know quite a few of you, anyone in the Carolinas interested, check those out. Curious if anyone reports in the central Illinois area. I only found one thing interesting about a man talking about odd wolf like. I was looking into some strange, very tall dogs. Yeah, you know what? That's reminding me of something. What was there was some like kind of dog manny stuff that just popped up in my radar. And then there's the cryptid map that Jeff shared with us. And I seen there's some like possible dogman reports in SoCal. So we'll get into that. We'll probably read a couple of those. I'm not really into the dog man thing, but since they're in the area, I'm curious to see what they're saying about this particular Southern California and the dog man and all that. So no, been in North Carolina since 1999, November 9th. Wow. 1999. 420 says General Sorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be about that time again. Uh yeah, finally got a hold of some new fire. So that's always exciting. Some new I grade. What else? I'm trying to think. There's maybe one more thing that's pretty exciting. I know that we talked about the TikTok news, a lot of changes going on over there. Um, so yeah, maybe hopefully I'll catch y'all later tonight. I'm gonna be hanging out in the YouTube streets, seeing who's maybe streaming, maybe check out some vids. Let's see. It gave me the option again of the Q&A sticker. Cool thing about your town. We tried this last time, and some of you said that you weren't able to see it. Let's see. Anyway, there it is. Some of you may be able to see it. Anyway, what are we doing next? We're gonna grab a little munch. Let's see. That was my last duty date for Honolulu Police Department. Oh wow, interesting. Yeah, I'd love to hear more of your service. I've been to Honolulu couple times and love it out there. Got to check out Big Island too, which is very different from Oahu. And much love to all my islanders out there, whatever island you're at. And let's see. So yeah, I guess I can't think of the last thing. I know there's one more interesting thing that I wanted to get at, but we'll bring it up maybe later tonight. So y'all, thank you for coming through. Appreciate the support. And yeah, we should, or maybe we might do it depending on when we get the power back here. There's a chance we might just open up the studio from here and do that whole reporting stuff here. We'll see. Come on, Edison. We need some power. Yeah, much love to you all. Y'all stay warm, stay safe, stay blessed. One love. God bless.